Well, it's the world tour of music. Every Tuesday, I listen to a different album, and particularly today, we are hopping into albums that are not in my mother tongue of English, but attempting to prove that English speaks every language, and even if, especially when it's not in your mother tongue. Basically, today we're hopping into the band that taught me this lesson first, AnnenMayKantereit. When I was very early on in starting out, AnnenMayKantereit was one of the very first acts I ever reacted to. Realistically, I heard them cover this song with Giant Rooks, Tom's Diner. And I heard Henning Mai's voice for the first time, and my brain was broken. That man was amazing. Then I heard them with Parcels do Kylie Minogue song, Can't Get My Head Around You. And that was amazing. And then all of these German people, Can't Get You Out of My Head. Yeah, geez, that was bad. Then all of these German people start showing up and they're like, hey, dude, you should listen to their actual music in German. So I started listening to these German songs and I'm moved. And then at that time, I wasn't doing live translation. A lot of the times I was just doing stuff alone. I wasn't listening to it on the show. I hadn't even really created the concept of the live show at that time yet. AnnenMayKantereit was one of the very earliest artists that I ever started digging into. And when I started realizing I could translate their lyrics as I went, I got hit between the eyes. They have lyrics that are poetry. I mean, really in every sense of the word. And when you see how they can sing of love, of family, of heartbreak, I mean, it's unreal. They really do shatter the language barrier. And, their music speaks every language. I also, again, cannot say enough that Henning Mai, the lead singer of this band, is currently my favorite voice in the world. My wife, Mel, and I, vielleicht, which if you know, you know. But my vielleicht, and I have made it a goal to one day go to Germany and see these guys play. I'm very excited to do that. But I want to give a big W for the entire country of Germany. That country is, in my viewer statistics, it is America and then Germany and then Canada. The country of Germany came and started watching the videos. They started discovering music with us, and they just never left. They have been with me the whole time, and I very much appreciate that. So I just, I want to give all of a hi from Germany just in time for this album. Yes! See, Sin Cassette, welcome back. Hey, I was just waxing poetic about you guys over there. Guys, I'm genuinely excited. I've done a lot of their individual songs. I have not done an album of theirs. So, I'm excited for this one. Yo, geez, you come in and do an album pie as your first chat? Welcome to the Rooski Zazen boy. Oh my gosh. Guys, you got to let me know. Have you heard this album before, or are you raw dogging a very first listen with me? This is definitely one of I've got a big old playlist of doing songs. I've got no albums of theirs, so I'm really excited about this. Guys, I'm going to hit the play button. You got to let me know again. Are you familiar with the album, or are you raw dogging a first listen with me? Before I hit the play button, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, or join us on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. These people over here are the best people. Come hang out with us. Come discover music with us. I know I speak for all of us when I say we would love to have you by. Guys, just so you know, before we get started, obviously, people that watch I call Rooskies, right? But our Mexican or Latin American friends, are not Latin American, sorry. I live in Phoenix, and that's just in my brain. I'm next door to Mexico in a very real way. But all of our Spanish-speaking friends literally are the Los Ruskitos. Our Canadian friends are just Ruskies, right? But our French-speaking friends are Les Ruskiquois, right? our Portuguese speaking friends are os Rusquinos or Ruskinos. What is what are the German viewers? Ich bin Ruskis. But what would you add on to it? Let me know. Maple Ruskis. Guys, Oft gefragt is a song I have actually done a reaction to. A beautiful, beautiful song about family. So I kind of starting off, actually, the first 2 songs I know. Oh, man. These are the first 2 songs on that album? I'm excited.
Du hast mich angezogen, ausgezogen, großgezogen.
This is different than the music video I watched.
Ich hab dich angelogen.
This is, I think, a love song that Henning wrote to his father.
Du hast mich angezogen, ausgezogen, großgezogen. Und wir sind umgezogen. Ich hab dich angelogen. Ich nehme keine Drogen. Und in der Schule war ich auch. Du hast dich oft gefragt, was mich zerreißt. Ich wollte nicht, dass du es weißt. Du warst allein zu Haus, hast mich vermisst. Und dich gefragt, was du noch für mich bist. Und dich gefragt, was du noch für mich bist. Zu Hause bist immer nur du. Zu Hause bist immer nur du.
I'm not gonna lie. I think because I saw the music video version, that it's a bit more upbeat, faster. That makes me really good. That makes me, it's a really good version of the song. This is kind of a more intimate version of it. It seems a little bit slower. I also, I get kind of hit. You often wondered what tears me apart. I didn't want you to know you were home alone and missed me and wondered what you still meant to me. There's this phase of my life where my reflection of my family, my parents, I very much had a kind of a relationship like this with them where I knew how I was living and I felt like maybe it would like bum them out and I didn't want to like talk to them about it. So I let that create a really big wedge between me and my people, you know? I let shame, really, my own shame, get in the way of me having a relationship with the people that loved me more than anybody. And in that time, I wanted more than anything to talk to them, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it, you know? Sorry, it's heavy memories, you know, and my family and I have been wonderfully rekindled in the best way, in ways that only true healing can do, but there is such a beauty to this whole vibe to me.
Abgeholt und hingebracht, bis mitten in der Nacht wegen mir aufgewacht. Ich habe in letzter Zeit so oft daran gedacht. Wir waren in Prag, Paris und Wien, in der Bretagne und Berlin, aber nicht in Kopenhagen. Du hast dich oft gefragt, was mich zerreißt, und ich habe aufgehört, mich das zu fragen. Du warst allein zu Hause, hast mich vermisst und dich gefragt, was du noch für mich bist. Und dich gefragt, was du noch für mich bist. Zu Hause.
This crescendo moment.
Bist immer nur du. Zu Hause. Bist immer nur du. Zu Hause für immer und mich. Du bist zu Hause. Hause für immer und mich.
I really feel this way about my parents, you know? I'm not trying to... I'm got a little emotional and sweaty over that one, but... I know what this feeling is, you know? Like, I moved across the country and at a time when my life was falling apart. And my parents were in a totally different state, and they came not too long after I did, you know? And I kind of recognized that, like, it didn't matter where we were, like, my family, my people, or my home, you know? Like, Mel is my home. Like, my parents, my siblings, like, these people are my home. And I realize that now more than ever with the gift of retrospect. It's really beautiful. Pocahontas is it's kind of a funny name for a German song, right? But I think you'll this one is 100%. When I listened to the song Pocahontas, I was dating Pocahontas. I was living with Pocahontas, just so you know. So when I listened to that song, it hit me between the eyes because I knew I was listening like to a song that was telling my story in the moment. So just so you know, this one might hit... this isn't going to make me look very good.
An der Haltestelle stehen und es tut weh, dich schon wieder so wiederzusehen.
I also saw the live version of this
Und
with...
es tut weh, dass wir gleich wieder gehen. Und es tut weh, dass man sich nur sieht, weil bei mir so viel Zeug von dir rumliegt, das ich nicht mehr ertrage. Ich halte dich nicht fest und lass dich nicht los.
Hey, Night Ale.
Du gibst mir den Rest. Die Tasche ist groß. Es tut mir leid, Pocahontas. Ich hoffe, du weißt das. Es tut mir leid, Pocahontas. Ich hoffe, du weißt das.
I love this song so much.
Und eigentlich sind wir viel zu lang zusammen.
On this side of this, just so you know, it's years later since I've heard this song for the first time. And this song offered me a very unique introspection into my life because it hit me right between the eyes. I knew I was in a relationship that was bad for me. And I was staying there because it was convenient. You know, I like, it was easier to stay there and feel like some weird, somehow less version of lonely. But it was not the case. And I was allowing both me and the person I was with at the time to suffer because I just wasn't there. I was not in it, you know? I didn't want to be there. My heart wasn't there. And when I left, I very much felt that way. Like, I'm sorry, Pocahontas. I hope you know that. Like, but staying together because we've been together for a long time is just bad. It's not good for either of us. And I am very thankful that I did that because now I have this really beautiful life. I have this beautiful wife. You know, my circumstances infinitely better. And I pray that the same is true for my Pocahontas, you know? But I would say if you find yourself in a circumstance such as this, do the hard thing for yourself. You know, it's never easy. But do the hard thing for yourself because at the other end of it, you might find that it was a better thing for both of you in the end.
Jetzt damit aufzuhören, aber das ist ein verdammt beschissener Grund.
I still think the music videos are kind of a little bit better in the live context. When you hear how good they are live.
Und mir ist nicht egal, wie du mich nennst. Und mir ist nicht egal, du gerade pennst. Es tut mir leid, Pocahontas. Ich hoffe, du weißt das. Es tut mir leid, Pocahontas. Ich hoffe, du weißt das. Tut mir so leid, Pocahontas.
And there's no trumpet in this one. In the live one, there's a trumpet.
Pocahontas. 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 Es tut mir leid, Pocahontas. Ich hoffe, du weißt das. Es tut mir leid, Pocahontas. Du weißt das. Ich halte dich nicht fest und lass dich nicht los. Ich halte dich nicht fest.
They translated GD shitty reason as very lousy reason. Fair enough. Well, thank you for that, though. I'm glad to know when they mess it up. Because admittedly, German is a very vast language. There's a lot of different meanings for the same word. So I find that it's tremendously more poetic, and the translations don't always hit. One of my favorite parts about posting these is getting everybody's kind of different interpretations of what the same lyrics are, because you really do get a much broader sense of it. Think about it this way. While I don't speak the language, I have a whole bunch of different people interpreting it to me, and I kind of get an overarching sense of it from everybody else's explanations. Now, Es geht mir gut, I don't know this one, so we're getting into some new territory for me.
Du hörst dir 1000 Geschichten an, was ich alles machen werde, wie und wo und wann. Und dieses und jenes, aber alles nichts Konkretes. Ich stell mich selber dar, als ob nix war. Und ich sag, über gestern sprechen wir morgen, mach dir keine Sorgen. Du machst dir unnötig Sorgen. Es geht mir gut, es geht mir eigentlich immer gut. Es geht mir gut. Es geht mir gut, es geht mir eigentlich immer gut. Es geht mir gut.
I feel like he's kind of pretending to be fine, though. You listen to 1,000 stories, all the things I'm going to do, how, where, and when, this and that, but nothing concrete. I present myself as if nothing has happened, and I say, tomorrow we are going to talk about yesterday. Don't worry. You are worrying unnecessarily. I'm doing fine. It feels like he's, like, not fine, though. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like maybe he's being, like, anxious avoidant of the whole thing, and maybe this song is about anxious avoidance.
Und dann stehst du wieder vor meiner Tür und fragst mich, wie geht es dir? Und dann sag ich dir, was du hören willst. Und dann bist du wieder still. Ach, weißt du, muss bei dir und sonst so, was geht heute Abend? Ach, weißt du, muss bei dir und sonst so, was geht heute Abend? Immer die gleichen Fragen. Es geht mir gut, es geht mir eigentlich immer gut. Es geht mir gut. Es geht mir gut, es geht mir eigentlich immer gut. Es geht mir gut.
I think I might have to get Jersey Girl. I just want all of my German friends to meet my vielleicht. You guys, this lady wasn't here before. This lady wasn't in my life before. You going to bed? I love you. Good night. I love you back. Please. Yeah, guys, my vielleicht. Thank you. Nice joke. I will. I love you. Sorry, I just had to jam with this one. You gonna let her finish up?
Es geht mir gut, es geht mir eigentlich immer gut. Es geht mir gut, frag doch nicht so blöd.
All right, let's find
Es
it.
geht mir gut, es geht mir gut. Es geht mir gut, es geht mir eigentlich immer gut. Es geht mir gut.
Okay, I got it. I mean, I didn't nail it. I just kind of improv'd over it, right? But, like, I was happy. That's a fun one. That's a fun one. Come on, baby. All right. Luckily, I don't have to work until 10. Nice. I hope I didn't blow your guys' ears out and that the sound was mixed fine enough. That was literally just kind of a take it and go. Number 3, Stock. Not heard this one either.
Immer wieder schön, dich wieder zu sehen. Wird immer schlimmer, wenn du gehst. Am Bahnhof stehst, den Zug zu nehmen. Sich lang nicht wiedersehen.
Maybe this is about a long distance situation? Like a long distance relationship?
Macht manchmal traurig. Ich würd gern mit dir in einer Altbauwohnung wohnen. 2 Zimmer, Küche, Bad und ein kleiner Balkon. Ich würd gern mit dir in einer Altbauwohnung wohnen.
What a simple desire, you know?
Mit nem kleinen Balkon.
It really feels like maybe this is just his simple desire. Like, maybe he's got a loved one and he just wants to be with them, but he's constantly having to go out and do his thing. I don't know.
ich nicht, vielleicht auf dein Gesicht.
What's your read on the lyrics here? Am I missing something? Because it seems like maybe this is taking a different turn.
Erzähl mir von dir, mich abzulenken, wenn das traurige Gedankendenken beginnt. Beide blind, jeder auf seine Weise, Schisser. Vertrauen ist gut, Kontrolle für Besserwisser. Ich würd gern mit dir in einer Altbauwohnung wohnen. 2 Zimmer, Küche, Bad und einen kleinen Balkon.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Ich würd gern mit.
I think sometimes I misunderstand some of their, like in general, different language music by trying to read it, because part of me is hearing what seems to be somber music, but this seems to be kind of like a sad-sounding love song. But not a sad song.
Mit nem kleinen Balkon. Unsere Telefonate haben kein Ende, aus und gut gab es nie, legst du als Erste auf. In meinem Hochbett liegt ein Bild von dir. Unsere Telefonate haben kein Ende, aus und gut gab es nie, legst du als Erste auf. In meinem Hochbett liegt ein Bild von dir. Ich würd gern mit dir in einer Altbauwohnung wohnen. 2 Zimmer, Küche, Bad und einen kleinen Balkon.
It's like a simple desire of a young love, you know?
Mit dir in einer Altbauwohnung wohnen. Ich würd auch.
This feels like maybe what it is young love. Like you still live with your parents, or you maybe have a little bit of distance, like you're not able, like you're kind of in that situation of like, no, you hang up first, no, you hang up first, like we're gonna get our place together, you know, we're gonna move into just even an old place is gonna be fine. We'll have a little balcony, it'll be great. And you're kind of romanticizing this simple life together, you know, just starting out. I love it. Wohin du gehst. This is another one I have heard. Man, I didn't realize I was just going through one of their first albums, I guess. I was just listening to...
Wohin du gehst, sagst du nicht mehr. Wenn wir uns sehen, fällt mir das Fragen.
So I watched this because they did it in the same room that they recorded the live edition of Pocahontas in, and that was just tremendous. So I don't know if this is the same version or a different one like
Wohin du
Pocahontas.
Gehst, sagst du nicht mehr.
It's different.
Wenn wir uns sehen, fällt mir das Fragen schwer. Du hast jetzt neue Leute, die dich besser kennen und nach dem Feiern bei dir pennen. Du hast jetzt neue Leute, die dich besser kennen und nach dem Feiern bei dir pennen. Du kennst mich nur noch, wie ich früher war. Rote Augen, langes Haar. Wenn wir uns sehen, dann ist das immer nur eine Stunde. Um 11 willst du schon gehen und holst die letzte Runde. Wohin du gehst, sagst du nicht mehr. Wenn wir uns sehen, fällt mir das Fragen schwer. Wohin du gehst, sagst du nicht mehr. Mir fällt das Fragen schwer.
You no longer say where you're going. When we see each other, I find it hard to ask. You no longer say where you're going. I find it hard to ask. Maybe this is in like the breakup position of a relationship. I don't know. Like, not the breakup position, but like you're going your separate ways without having said it yet.
Ich hab dir nie verziehen, einfach wegzuziehen. Ich hab dich noch nicht mal angeschrien. Du kennst mich nur noch wie ich früher war. Breites Grinsen, langes Haar. Und manchmal sehen wir uns bei Leuten, die wir beide kennen. Aber anstatt wegzurennen, schauen wir uns heimlich an.
Wow.
Weil man sich nicht mehr kennenlernen kann. Weil man sich nicht mehr kennenlernen kann. Wohin du gehst, sagst du nicht mehr. Wohin du gehst, sagst du nicht mehr. Wenn wir uns sehen, fällt mir das Fragen schwer.
Is Malta playing?
Wohin du gehst, sagst du nicht mehr. Mir fällt das Fragen schwer. Wohin ich gehe, sag ich nicht mehr. Dir fällt bestimmt das Fragen schwer.
I think that this one may be about the aftermath of a breakup and like kind of walking it, like having to like ending up in a common place as the person that you dumped or that the relationship ended with, and you're not necessarily communicating. You're just kind of awkwardly looking at each other in the midst of everybody, and you're not talking to each other because it'd be weird. There are On the Border of Hey Ho, Stomp Clap, of the Lumineers, Mumford & Sons, Monsters and Men, etc., but they don't fully cross into it. I would agree, and it's not on all of the songs. I also think it's really cool that these guys started as like buskers, right? Like just buskers. Like so many of the songs that we've heard, I know that one of my most viewed videos, period, is Barefoot Sam Claver. I have just obsessed over that song. It's one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard from a heartbreaking place of understanding. But I relate to it just again as a guy who sits barefoot with my guitar. But neither here nor there. That's not the one we're at yet. Mir var lieber du weinst, I think is next. Not familiar with this one.
Wir treffen uns seit Tagen nur noch in deinem Bett. Ich vermisse deine Fragen und du bist viel zu nett. Ich bin so jung und auch nicht alt genug und das wird uns tut mir nicht gut und ich würde mich so gern von dir entfernen.
Dang.
Und ich will nicht mehr wissen, wo du pennst. Ich will nicht mehr wissen, wie du mich nennst. Ich will nicht mehr wissen, dass du mich so gut kennst. Ich versteh doch eh nicht, was du meinst. Und du versprichst mir ein Versprechen, nur um mich zu unterbrechen. Und du versprichst mir ein Versprechen, nur um mich zu unterbrechen. Mir wär lieber du weinst, mir wär lieber du weinst. Mir wär
I'd
lieber
rather
du
you were
weinst, mir wär lieber
crying.
du weinst.
That's a brutal
Mir
statement.
wär lieber du weinst, mir wär lieber du weinst. Ich versteh.
He really is writing about like a pretty. He's writing very much honestly in a way that it would be hard to be honest, especially knowing that you're going to release this song. I remember Death Cab for Cutie. They have this song called Tiny Vessels, and in the song, the lyrics say, "You are beautiful, but you don't mean a thing to me." And it really talks about the breakup. And I think that while it's a very profound thing to say, and plenty of people have related to it, it's a douchey sounding thing to say. And like, to be willing to be this honest about your frame of, perspective within a relationship is huge. Like, there is that kind of, like, you see, it's not good for you, but you're there, and you don't want to be there, but you do it anyway. Yeah.
Doch eh nicht, was du meinst.
Rabbit Raft, there are so many songs. Watch my reactions to them and pick out your favorites, but I'm telling you, they're amazing. Their live stuff is what makes them special.
Ich will nicht mehr wissen, wo du pennst. Ich will nicht mehr wissen, wie du mich nennst. Ich will nicht mehr wissen, dass du mich so gut kennst. Ich versteh doch eh nicht, was du meinst. Und du versprichst dich beim Versprechen, nur um mich zu unterbrechen. Und du versprichst dich beim Versprechen, nur um mich zu unterbrechen. Mir wär lieber du weinst, mir wär lieber du weinst. Mir wär lieber du weinst, mir wär lieber du weinst. Mir wär lieber du weinst, mir wär lieber du weinst. Ich versteh doch eh nicht, was du meinst. Mir wär lieber du weinst.
It almost feels like maybe this is a comment on what's happening in the middle of an argument in a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, when you guys are kind of just at odds, you'd kind of just rather it stop altogether.
Mir wär lieber du weinst. Mir wär lieber du weinst, mir wär lieber du weinst. Mir wär lieber du weinst, mir wär lieber du weinst. Wir drehen uns im Kreis.
Going into Bitte Blieb. Ooh. Decay on the left, right ear. Might have to jam with this one too.
Und du sagst, dass du gehst, und du sagst, dass du meinst, was du sagst, wenn du gehst. Und du sagst, dass du hoffst, dass ich das versteh. Und du sagst, dass du hoffst, dass du einer meiner Freunde bleibst. Und dass du mir mal schreibst, wie's dir geht.
That it hurts you, not hurt.
Du sagst, es tut dir fürchterlich leid. Und dann sagst du zu mir, sag doch auch mal was. Und dann denk ich mir, gut, bevor du gehst, sag ich was. Bitte bleib, bitte bleib, bitte bleib, bitte bleib nicht, wie du bist.
So he's getting dumped, and she's like, trying to like give it to him softly, and then she's like, well, you go ahead and talk, say something, And he's like, all right, I got something to say. Please don't go. Please, just don't keep being the way you're being. Please just stay. Let's forget this.
Bitte bleib, bitte bleib, bitte bleib, bitte bleib nicht, wie du bist. Bitte bleib, bitte bleib, bitte bleib, bitte bleib nicht, wie du bist. Und wunder dich nicht, wenn alles scheiße ist und du mich vermisst.
This is like a story.
Und vielleicht hätte ich das auch nur ganz gern gesagt, aber hab es nicht.
Love the trumpet here. Oh my gosh. Can anybody answer, is Malta the one that's playing the bass on this? Or was that only him doing it live? A little jazzy bit going on. I love it. Anytime they get the trumpeter in there, it's so good. I think if you don't like this, you would definitely like check out some of their covers. I check out any of their live stuff. Like I really think that there's a lot here. If this song isn't for you, I get it. If the band isn't for you, I get it. We all have different tastes. But I'm telling you, you're not hearing this man's voice the way you should be. If
Ich hab dir nicht verziehen. Man könnte sozusagen sagen, ich bin krass bedient. Und ich versprech dir, wenn wir uns das nächste Mal zufällig irgendwo sehen, dann wird das richtig peinlich. Und überhaupt dieses, sag doch auch mal was. Ich sag doch dauernd was.
He really seems to be
ich kann
like...
mich langsam selber nicht mehr hören.
No, you don't have to explain it to me.
Bitte bleib, bitte bleib, bitte bleib, bitte bleib nicht wie du bist.
It's impossible to like everything you hear.
Bitte bleib, bitte bleib, bitte bleib, bitte bleib nicht wie du bist. Bitte bleib, bitte bleib, bitte bleib, bitte bleib nicht wie du bist. Und ruf mich nicht mitten in der Nacht an, wenn alles scheiße ist und du mich vermisst.
He didn't say shit. The English translation was soft. I think that, okay, Nuses Zimmer, I'm not sure. Nuis Zimmer, I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce that. Here we go.
In meinem neuen Zimmer stehen noch immer die Kartons halb ausgepackt. Und die Wand ist nackt. Und über mir trinken lauter Leute Bier bis kurz nach 4. Und ich bin abgefuckt. Und die Matratze kratzte in der ersten Nacht ohne Lattenrost. Ich krieg noch keine Post. Ummelden ist noch mehr Stress. Gut, dass ich das vergesse. In meinem neuen Zimmer stehen noch immer die Kartons.
This seems like it kind of has a similar ethos to like Ich gehe heute nicht mehr tanzen. I probably said that terribly. Ich gehe heute nicht mehr tanzen. I think that's what I'm supposed to say. Scene: a city side alley in metropolitan Germany. 3 guys are on a corner setting up a snare, a hi-hat, and a bass drum. One of them carries an acoustic guitar, the other an acoustic bass, and a trumpet hangs from his hip. They start playing. A tall, gangly man carrying a hollow body electric guitar and a small 15-watt amp. He sets up next to them with a Tennessee accent. Y'all mind if I take an at-bat? And starts to play along flawlessly. Maybe.
Und ich weiß nicht, was
One day,
ich
I would love that.
machen soll. In meinem neuen Zimmer, in meinem neuen Zimmer, in meinem neuen Zimmer.
Dang. It just occurred to me, am I your version of a Tennessee accent? Because even people from back home wonder how I ended up sounding this way.
Soll. In meinem neuen Zimmer, in meinem neuen Zimmer, in meinem neuen Zimmer, in meinem neuen Zimmer.
It doesn't have an accent. Arizona doesn't have an accent. You're never going to hear somebody be like, oh, wow, are you from Arizona? That's never going to happen, right? But I will say that I know I have a bit of a Southern thing. I just don't have nearly as much of it as people from where I'm from. In fact, if you affectionately Raw Muse, I love that. Love that you said that. If you hear people from where I'm from, you too might wonder how anybody understands people in Tennessee, but also it's kind of most Cali accent. Yeah, I would agree. Arizona's a Southern California. Phoenix is basically Southern California at this point.
Jede Nacht werd ich wach, weil ich die neuen Geräusche mich rum nicht richtig kenne. Und wenn ich endlich penne, ist schon wieder heller Morgen und ich hab die gleichen Sorgen wie am Tag zuvor. Ich muss 1000 Sachen machen und ich nehm mir viel zu viel vor.
This has been my least favorite of the album so far.
Ich hab nur ausgepackt, nicht eingeräumt.
It's not bad, just medium good to me.
Geträumt, wie's wohl aussehen könnte.
This feels like a song written about the discomfort of moving into a new place and not quite knowing what to do with yourself, but also not wanting to like unpack. It's making me stressful.
Jetzt hilft mir die Glühbirne beim Sachen suchen, weil ich die festen Plätze erst noch finden muss.
I like the build up. The next one is maybe one of my all-time favorite songs in life, just so you know. I don't know if this is going to be the correct version. Hang on. Give me a sec. So I don't know if the next song is going to be this one, but I've got to run an ad break, and I tell you, on the ad break, do yourself a favor and watch that version of the song. Read the translation. It's amazing. I don't know if we're going to get this version. So everybody, quick, listen to that, and then I will be coming back to listen to the album edition. But boy, howdy, this is one of my all-time favorites. And again, it's one of my most viewed videos by far. So, be right back. Alrighty, dighty, guys. I hope you went out of your way to listen to Barefus am Klavier. If not, let's listen to it together now. This is not that version.
Und ich sitze schon wieder barfuß am Klavier. Ich träume Liebeslieder und sing dabei von dir. Und du und ich, wir waren wunderlich. Nicht für mich, für die es störte, wenn man uns nachts hörte. Ich hab mit dir gemeinsam einsam rumgesessen und geschwiegen. Ich erinnere mich am besten ans gemeinsam einsam liegen. Jeden Morgen, danach bei dir. Du nackt im Bett und ich barfuß am Klavier. Und ich sitz schon wieder barfuß am Klavier. Ich träume Liebeslieder und sing dabei von dir.
This is one of those songs that I just like I've listened to it maybe in the top 5 most of any of the songs I've reacted to. I've probably come back to this one of the most. Admittedly, having come out of a phase of life where I resounded with this, it's sometimes nice to listen to this song to remember from whence I came and recognize how just beautiful my life is with my wife. And, you know, now I have the ability to sit barefoot at, you know, her piano or, you know, with my guitar. And there's something to that. There's something so special about being able to recognize what was, being able to see what is, and remembering the journey. This is one of those songs that allows me to truly remember from whence I came and acknowledge the blessings of what is.
Du und ich, wir waren mal wir und sind jetzt nichts.
Even the lyrics are a bit different on this.
Du wolltest.
In fairness, Mel and I did just do our ancestry kits, so if I am German, you guys are going to know about it here in a couple of, let's see, like not too long from now. So whenever my ancestry kit arrives, they're currently extracting my DNA right now. So yeah, whenever Walter's DNA arrives, I will tell you what my heritage is. You know? It says I should know what my heritage is come August 14th. So we'll see.
Das Wissen, und das hat mich vertrieben. Eigentlich dich, du bist nicht länger geblieben bei mir. Also sitz ich zu lieben.
How's it going? Not offensive.
Barfuß am Klavier. Und ich sitz schon wieder barfuß am Klavier. Ich träume Liebeslieder und sing dabei von dir. Und du und ich, das war zu wenig.
That sucks. So, believe it or not, my last name is an adopted one. My grandpa was adopted, and that's all I got. I have an inherited name, not a real one. So I don't know where that's from.
Und ich sitz schon wieder barfuß am Klavier. Und träum dabei von dir. Ich träum dabei von dir.
I feel like he said "und sing dabei von dir" before. Like, I feel like maybe the other version, this version, has a couple of different lyrics to it. Oh, crap. What just happened there? My bad.
Und ich sitz schon wieder barfuß am Klavier und träum dabei
Not
von
doing too
dir.
bad.
Ich träum dabei von dir.
Ich träum dabei von dir. Okay, no, maybe they're not
Ich träum
changed.
dabei von dir.
I do think that this performance right here, where he's actually just outside on the road where cars are driving by him, is just a much more intimate, delicate performance. Like, you see that man feel those feelings as he sings. It is one of my all-time favorite YouTube videos ever. This video is fantastic. Going into 21, 22, 23.
Und du bist 21, 22, 23. Du kannst doch gar nicht wissen, was du willst. Und du bist 24, 25, 26 und du tanzt nicht mehr wie früher.
A lot of truth to that. Like a
Und du
lot.
und deine Freunde, ihr seid alle am Studieren und ihr wartet drauf, dass irgendwas passiert.
This reminds me of the Shins.
Ahnung, wo du gerade stehst und du verschwendest deine Jugend.
Also, you referred to listening to this AMK in general in the dark times. Do you think they help pull? Do you think they helped pull you out of it, or were they a comfort from the dark? I think that they gave me the ability, in some ways, of I felt understood. A lot of what I was going through in the time, I was dealing with, I was not a sober person at the time. Pretty much any time I was making videos in those days, I was drunk or high, regardless of what I was saying to people on the screen. And, it's really embarrassing to admit that, just so we're clear. But that's just as honest as I could be about the thing. I think at that time, I felt tremendous guilt about that, and I think I started asking myself a lot of questions shortly after I started making the YouTube videos. Watching Ren's videos kind of gave me a sense of introspection, and then reading Henning's words, I saw myself in them, and I saw myself in the relationship I shouldn't be in, and I saw myself desiring love that I didn't know if it really existed, like the vielleicht. I saw myself in the dark ways. I found hope for the things I'd dreamt for. And, eventually, I think when you entertain those things, eventually enough becomes enough. I think that they were absolutely a part of me getting to a point where I needed to get myself to a better point. They really did serve as a soundtrack, at least in the video reactions I had done. They served as a soundtrack, I think, for a lot of the hard times. It's like, and it's such specific music that it wasn't really music at the time I knew how to share with people outside of this YouTube channel, or this, because at the time I don't even think it was a Twitch show. Like, I had a Twitch channel, but I hadn't necessarily fully swung into it yet. With doing both Twitch and YouTube. So I think AnnenMayKantereit was my non-judgmental friend in a time when I was extremely judgmental of myself and living a really kind of sad life, And now, like, to hear them and kind of, I've never stopped listening to what I've known of them, but to hear it now, it does have a different perspective to me, and just honestly, just a lot of gratitude for the music that I had. Because to find understanding from anybody is special. To find it from music is especially special. But to feel like you read this dude's words, that wrote them in a different language, but that those words were your words, is a big deal. I tell you, Ishvelein Ocean was one of the most heart-wrenching moments of my life. I understood that. Ishvelein Ocean. That hit my core. It was like a song that was written about my story. And, yeah, they've got a lot of moments that really gave me a lot of realization.
Zwischen Kneipen und WGs und du wirst 21, 22, 23. Du kannst doch gar nicht wissen, was du willst. Und du wirst 24, 25, 26. Du tanzt nicht mehr wie früher. Yeah! Und du tanzt nicht mehr wie früher.
Thanks for asking.
Und manchmal wirst du melancholisch im Straßenlaternenlicht. Am Wochenende gehst du feiern und machst dich natürlich dicht. Und du hältst deine Träume absichtlich klein, um am Ende nicht enttäuscht zu sein. Und du bist 21, 22, 23. Du kannst doch gar nicht wissen, was du willst. Und du bist 24, 25, 26. Du tanzt nicht mehr wie früher. Und du tanzt nicht mehr wie früher. es liegt alles nicht an dir und du stellst dir noch ein Bier. Und wenn ich dich dann frage, was du werden willst, sagst du immer nur, ich weiß nicht. Hauptsache nicht Mitte 30. Hauptsache nicht Mitte 30. Und du bist 21, 22, 23. Du kannst doch gar nicht wissen, was du willst. Und du bist 24, 25, 26. Du tanzt nicht mehr wie früher. Und du tanzt nicht mehr wie früher. Und du bist 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
Germans do love counting. I love hearing Germans count. Nice and easy. Okay, Langenblieben. Or Langenblieben? I don't know. Oh, dang, there's only 2 more songs. I just noticed that. Guys, every time we get to 2 more songs, I always ask the question, how is the album hitting you? How are you feeling about it? I'm not going to lie to you. This one's got a sentimental spot for me. So I've heard several songs. I just never heard the album. So it's hitting me in a, it had a head start, I guess. So how is it hitting you? If you're hearing it for the first time, if it's a re-listen, how is it hitting you? And will it stick the landing? Let's check it out.
Bahn kommt erst in 1 Stunde. Komm, ich hol noch 'ne Runde. Und ich muss auch früh raus. Das ist keine gute Ausrede. Und bei dem Regen würde ich eh nicht nach Hause gehen. Du kannst gern mal nach draußen sehen. Das ist 'ne viel bessere Ausrede als deine. Du weißt, was ich meine.
Hey, what's up, unfortunate? Welcome to the root. Welcome by this morning to you.
Noch ein bisschen länger bleiben.
Okay, so Langenbleiben means you know what I mean. Got it.
Länger bleiben, das ist echt kein Problem. Willst du nicht länger bleiben? Und warum willst du jetzt schon gehen? Willst du nicht länger bleiben? Das ist echt kein Problem. Willst du nicht länger bleiben? Und warum willst du jetzt schon gehen? Noch kurz zum Kiosk gehen und dann kauf ich so 'ne billige Flasche Wein und die trinken wir zu zweit und dann rauchen wir am Fenster. Aber wir müssen ein bisschen leiser sein, sonst wacht mein Mitbewohner auf und dann will der auch was trinken. Das ist echt kein Problem. Willst du nicht länger bleiben?
Is this about being in a relationship where the person wants to leave the gathering earlier than the other one does?
Und warum willst du
before Sophie started playing bass for them, they had this guy named Malta, and he had a bass not unlike mine. I think he has like his was a Newport, maybe. I'm not sure, but I literally got a bass that's almost just like his, just made by an American company.
Bleiben, das ist echt kein Problem. Willst du nicht länger bleiben? Und warum willst du jetzt schon gehen?
It means stay longer. Got it. A party popper.
Warum willst du jetzt schon gehen? Und warum willst du jetzt schon gehen?
Oh, that's kind of a long fade out there. I thought they were gonna... do we really have 20 seconds of dead air? Is that really 20 seconds of dead air? I think it's really 20 seconds of dead air at the end of that song. Is it gonna... I'm gonna let it... That was a whole actual 20 seconds of dead air. AnnenMayKantereit, shame on you. Hidden track, time theft, who knows? Maybe a hidden track tactic, I don't know. Das Krokodil, so the crocodile maybe? Or that crocodile? This crocodile? I don't know.
Räumen Sie das Zimmer bis um 10, Frühstück gibt's ab 8. Kaffee, Marmelade und verdünnten Orangensaft. Eigentlich ist jeder Abend eine lange Nacht. Autofahren, sitzen, schlafen mit dem Kopf am Fenster. Und hinten liegen Jacken oder einer von uns pennt da. Und manchmal fahren wir raus und machen Pause. Und morgen ist München unter.
So, I think that they're singing about touring life.
Irgendwann ist auch wieder zu Hause. Die Zigaretten werden vorgedreht, vor jedem Raststätten halt. Das Krokodil raucht zu viel. Das Krokodil raucht zu viel. Das Krokodil, das Krokodil, das Krokodil raucht zu viel.
I mean, this man does sound like he smoked his lungs like a ham.
Schön, dass ihr da seid, wurde auch Zeit. Und wo wart ihr gestern und wie lange seid ihr schon auf Tour? Und Essen gibt's um 18 Uhr. Toilette ist auf dem Gang, da hinten sind die Garderoben. Dritte links und dann ganz nach oben.
This has kind of been my least favorite of
Und
the
duschen
album.
haben wir leider nicht. Sorry für das Neonröhrenlicht. Und wenn ihr Fragen habt, fragt mich. Und wenn ihr mich fragt, ich glaub, ihr kommt bestimmt mal ganz groß raus. Und bevor ich es vergesse, ganz laut
I wonder which one of them is Das Krokodil.
Rauchverbot. Das Krokodil raucht zu viel. Das Krokodil raucht zu viel. Das Krokodil, das Krokodil, das Krokodil raucht zu viel. Was soll das denn heißen? Im ganzen Haus ist Rauchverbot. Das Krokodil raucht zu viel. Das Krokodil raucht zu viel. Das Krokodil, das Krokodil, das Krokodil raucht zu viel.
Not bad. Honestly, what's funny is this whole album, of all of the ones I'd heard, the live ones were better. And I don't know if that's like, just because to me that those are the definitive versions of the songs, but like, I mean, it's still a great album. It still hit so many different places that I've been, you know? It still offered me that beautiful nostalgia of getting to remember from whence I came, getting to think about where I'm going. And honestly, like, this is, I think, one of their earliest. They released one. Okay, so yeah, this came out 2016, so that would be like their first album. So let me see. On this one, I've heard Norwegian Deer in Meinem Bett, Ich geh heut nicht mehr tanzen. I've heard Freitagabend. I've heard Du bist anders. Oh, that's one of the best ones. Vielleicht, I think, is my favorite one. And I've heard Schlagschatten. Let me see. From 12. Have I heard any of these? I don't think I've heard any of I don't think I've heard any of 12. And then let's see. On Es ist Abend und wir sitzen bei mir. I think I accidentally I did hear something on this. I'm struggling to remember which, but either way, I would absolutely be interested in revisiting their works just in general. Because again, they are one of the most sentimental bands to me as far as just where I am as a creator, where I am as a man. A lot of good things. I very, very, very much enjoyed this album. And it was just, again, a really wonderful nostalgia, really good feelings. Guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. To all the German people, by the way, that have been with me on this journey, kind of watched me go from the long hair days to the short hair days. To all of the people that sent me positivity in times I was really fighting myself, and really struggling to put it together. So all of that, seriously, thank you, Germany. Like, you really were the first country outside of my own to open their arms and say, like, hey, music speaks every language, man. Thanks for listening to ours. And that's super meaningful. Guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. Goodbye.